Let's go!
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Marcus. How are you?
I'm good. Just I'm working extra hours today. It's technically my day off, but we've had a lot going on at work, as well as what's going on in my life too, and just adds to it. But it's extra money, so I don't mind.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I'm sorry about yesterday. So I got a lot going on. So
That's okay. That actually worked out better for me as well. So
okay, cool.
Today is fine.
Great. So we're going to talk about a few different things. Thank you. So first, we'll talk about your background. Let's talk about what got you into music and singing, and how long you've been doing that stuff.
Well, newly professional. So, I mean, brand new. It's not something that I ever imagined in my lifetime I would be able to do. I've always been surrounded by music and influences, listening to Motown, and growing up as a kid, my mom would always be cleaning the house on Saturday mornings and blaring the music. So, family gatherings and time spent together have always been surrounded by music, and, karaokeing with the family at home and doing car karaoke on long drives, with the family. So that's kind of where the background comes from. I've just always had a passion for music and, belting stuff out. I have a big dance influence. Dance has been a big part of my life. And with that artistic form, just comes an ever evolving love for music. And it just kind of correlated into, this drive and passion.
Sure.
For singing.
So, Enemy of Fate, is this your first actual recorded performances? Or?
Yes,
Okay.
This is the very first. Yes. So I had tried out for The Voice back in 2019, and my husband Mickey is an avid supporter of my singing. As he knows, I do it, very casually out with friends, and go have a few drinks and just have a good time. And part of that was going to do karaoke, and he's just kind of fallen in love with my voice. God love him. You think that's very stereotypical of a husband, but he's very honest. So if I don't hit something or sing something right, he's very, very open with me. Like, no, that's not what it is. So for him to have this drive for me and this push was to go try out for The Voice. And I'm like, there's no way, I'm not going to waste my time. So there'd be no way, but it went really well. I wasn't selected, but I felt really good coming off of that tryout, and then went back in 21. So after COVID, was called back to audition again, and again, didn't make it. It was a little bit different scenario than they were doing recordings online. And, I just kind of felt defeated after that. I had, spent a lot of time preparing, and it didn't go the way I had hoped. And so I just was like, I'm not going to strive for this. I'm happy in my life. And, there's other things in my life that I could focus on, because I didn't believe in myself, and Mickey has continued to push. And so when we established our management company, he's like, you need to do this. You have a beautiful voice. We have an opportunity. Let's get you in the studio to work with some great producers. And I just kind of went for it. Said, well, why not? Here we are. Let's give it a try and see how it goes. So nobody knew I had written a song. I kept that very quiet to myself. I sat down one day alone in the house when we were talking about possibly going into the studio and laying some vocals down with some music. Sat quietly at home by myself and just started thinking and reflecting on life and stories that, I think impact other people. And that's kind of what culminated my song that's getting released now, Dear Dad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that was kind of the spawn of where Enemy of Fate came from and how it landed in the studio.
Tell us tell me, whoever listens to this, tell us about some of the musicians that have recorded with you for this project
Nick
single.
Miller. Yeah, Nick Miller is the producer. He is the guitarist for the official Skylit Drive,
Okay.
and so he was a driving force for the music behind the track,
Okay.
all of it. Alan Wheeler also sat in and did some riffs on a guitar and kind of mapped out some riffs to build some guidelines around for the music. And Nick took that concept and just ran with it and did all of the instrumentals on the track and then produced it. So Elliot Polikoff with Cemetery Sons did the mix and master of the track. So he went in after the fact and just kind of fine-tuned everything, dialed it up. So it was clear, it was crisp, and it conveyed the emotional message that we really wanted it to.
Yeah. No, the production sounds awesome.
Thank you.
I'm excited for everyone to hear it. In a few days, I'll be sharing it on the website, of course. Um, tell us about Venom and Vixen.
Our management company.
Right.
Yeah. So like I said, Mickey and I have always had a passion for music. Mickey is a photographer in the music industry. He's kind of built a platform of his own, and with my drive from the dance side and the artistic development of music in different forms really just drove us to be more involved. It's something that, if you do something that you love, you never work a day in your life, right? And that's kind of what was the driving factor behind Venom and Vixen artist management, and working with bands that really have a drive and excitement and a passion for developing and putting out good quality music for people to enjoy. And so that was the spawn of Venom and Vixen.
What are some of the artists that you've been working with?
We have contracted with Hellheart, which is a metalcore band out of the Stockton area. We also have Jake DeRozier, who is with Holy Water. He's kind of an EDM transition metaphoric artist. His stuff is amazing. He will cover hip hop to EDM to more of a goth to a dark somber sound. Gosh, we're working with Erased right now as well. Who else do we have? I'm drawing a blank. We actually have quite a few. So I apologize.
No, it's okay.
That's kind of a draw for a few of the bands that we're working with. Beauty is Betrayal is another one. Oh my gosh. How could I forget Brie and Ryan and team? So yes, Beauty is Betrayal is another band we're working with.
So with Enemy of Fate, are you going to do a whole album? Are you going to do an EP? Are you thinking of taking it live?
With this release, I'm already back in the studio, so I'm back working with Nick and Alan and crew to build more music. It's kind of a grunge alternative rock, new age rock sound. And yes, so the plan is to get an EP released late winter, early spring of 2024. Okay. So second, third tracks are already in the works, and we'll have a 6-song EP releasing with Dear Dad on it in the next few months. So we're super juiced about that.
Well, that's exciting. So since you had never really planned on doing the music thing, having a band or anything like that, so pretty much everything you're doing is a goal, like it's not like you have these big, huge aspirations. It's like, okay, well, now I've recorded a song. Now we're going to put it out. Now we're going to write more. Going to do an EP.
Yeah.
Take it live. Maybe tour. And then just like everything is like whatever kind of happens,
Yeah, it's all out. It's full stop. I mean, we're pulling out all the stops for sure. The intention is to go big or go home. and that's how I've always done things in life. I just really never had a belief in myself, and I've got a team behind me, really, really driving the bus and reassuring that I can do this, and it's a safe space to really tell the tales of experiences in my life, whether they be difficult trials or triumphs. They're genuine and they're raw. And so having a safe platform to be able to share that with the world, with the encouragement of the amazing team that I have behind me, is really exciting. So yeah, we're just all out, full stop. So
What are some of your vocal influences?
oh gosh, I have many. Like I said, Motown is huge. So Stevie Wonder, Aretha Franklin, Etta James, Patti LaBelle. Then you get into the soft rock and the rock of the '80s. You've got Journey and you've got Player. Big, more influential female artists, definitely Lady Gaga is huge for me. I'm so inspired by her story and just her raw talent and passion for what she brings forth to the table. And Adele, Stevie Nicks, Annie Lennox and the Eurythmics. Evanescence is a huge influencer too for today's music. So
Yeah, I'm still. I've been a Gaga fan since the Fame came out 15 years ago, and
mhm.
I'm still waiting for her to, do like a rock opera. Like we're waiting for that big, just like it doesn't have to be like metal and just like, just her just. You're like you can tell she got a lot of like Elton John influence and obviously Freddie Mercury and everything else. It's like I want her to just
Mhm.
like let that out, like
Yes.
she's got it. I don't know why she hasn't done it yet. It's kind of annoying at this point, but
I
you know.
know, I know. I can't. I'm like you. Like it's got to be coming. So she's so eclectic in her style. I mean, she's done country. She's on tour doing her Vegas junket with jazz right now with
Right.
her show in Las Vegas, and all the way back to her original big pop album with Poker Face, and yeah, it's coming. It's got to be. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. And she, like I said, um, she's unwavering in her authenticity, and I so appreciate that. And my hope is that I can convey that um, to the younger generations and people my age who think it's too late. It's my time has come and passed. It is never too late to chase a dream or do the things that inspire you.
Correct.
So
Absolutely. What kind of dogs do you have?
I have a Boston Terrier, a little red Boston Terrier. He's old and ornery. And then I have a rescue pup who's Pomeranian and Chihuahua mix.
Okay.
So we call him the instigator. He's the hype man around here. He gets my old boy going. So
My mom, she has a Boston Terrier. He's going to be 12 on Thanksgiving. Actually, he's a Thanksgiving.
oh, okay.
He's
Okay. Yeah.
a little tuxedo with bat ears.
Yeah. They're so smart though. And they're like, for me, they're the perfect size dogs. They're not too dainty, but they're not big, horses either. So
Yeah. So this probably, I'm sure the main answer for this one, but who would you like? Who would be a dream collaboration?
oh gosh, there's so many. I would have to say Lady Gaga. She would probably be a huge inspiration for me. Um, if we could have Chester Bennington back from Lincoln Park, they would be another one. Um, yeah, Prince would have been a great one. I mean, there were so many greats that aren't with us anymore, but for today's music and for today's artists, and um, I would definitely say Lady Gaga would be a great collaborative effort.
Just
I think I would hit the floor if I had an opportunity to work with her.
do a big duet with her.
Yes, that would be amazing. What are you kidding me?
That would be fantastic.
Yeah, even Steve Perry. I mean, that would be huge for me too,
The
for sure.
voice, you know.
Yes,
The voice. And
And Wilson is another one. She is an idol of mine, and so I'm a huge Heart fan, and they kind of drive the foundation of some of the vocals in the future songs that we're going to be doing. So yeah, they definitely inspire. I would. There's so many, like I said, so many legends. Be hard to choose from, but for today's music, Lady Gaga, Ann Wilson, Steve Perry.
yeah, it doesn't have to be today's people, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so being in California, I'm from California myself, so um, I like to ask this question: where are the best tacos?
Oh, well, I would definitely say Woodland has the best tacos, and there is an amazing food truck that sits on Main Street in Woodland has the most amazing tacos. They're authentic.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's always the food trucks, you know. It's always the food
Yes.
trucks.
Yes.
Great answer. Um, are there any potential? I won't say day, but we'll say like a hypothetical month of when we could possibly see you perform live.
Well, we're hoping in the winter. But Venom and Vixen is planning on doing a big launch. And so as we prepare for that, we're hoping to get it in before New Year's Eve. And you may just be able to catch me in and around that time if we've done the work to get the EP rolling and we've got some good songs and some good covers. Absolutely. I think you could probably anticipate me singing live close to Christmas.
Awesome. So, like I said, we just a few more days until the release of your debut single. How are you
Mhm.
feeling about it?
I'm excited. It's a scary thing when you just unfold your whole inner child damage, I guess is the most direct way to say that. You're exposing your most personal, deepest moments, and to share that with the world to, you know, be judged is a really scary thing. But it is raw and it's authentic. So I have every confidence that there are people out in the world that can relate and who need to hear it so that they know they're not alone and that you can get beyond, childhood trauma and continue to do amazing things with your life. It doesn't have to be, baggage that holds you back. You can use it as a motivating factor. And that's kind of what I chose to do in my life. So for those reasons, I'm scared. It's a scary thing, but it's because you feel exposed, but it's exciting. It's invigorating.
Oh, and where can people find you on social media?
We're on all of the streaming sites. So, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon Music, all the streaming sites will have it.
Alrighty. Well, we got it there. And I look forward to hearing, because obviously I've already heard your song, so I look forward to hearing
Thank
more
you.
beyond that. And I'm excited for what's coming. I'm happy
I
for you guys.
appreciate you.
Even
Thank you.
if
I
it's
really
purely
appreciate
just,
you.
even if it's just purely a passion project and you're not trying to take it anywhere, still exciting. Like it's anyone chasing their dreams is always a good thing. So I love it.
Yes. And you stay with yours, no matter what.
I'm trying. I'm trying to find it there.
Yeah.
All right,
Take time.
Tiffany.
It's okay. So, but I appreciate your time today, Marcus, and making the time for me this weekend. I know you're very busy, and I know Mickey does too. So, thank you.
Absolutely. I appreciate both of you, and give
All right.
Mickey my love, and take care. And I'm excited.
We'll talk soon. Thanks, Marcus.
Bye, Tiffany.
Bye.